Our story begins with a girl named Poppy, who is very rich and lives in a large villa in the most prestigious state of America. She lives with her father, her little sister, and her mother passed away, and her father is in a relationship with a new one. Today, she is going to live in Poppy's father's villa, and Poppy invited all her friends and they destroyed the thing of her daddy's girlfriend, and her father was very angry with her and decided that he would send her to a boarding school in England as a punishment until she changed her behavior. But Poppy said, "Do you think that by entering a boarding school I will change my behavior? It will never happen." She was saddened by her father for entering into a romantic relationship after his mother's death. Her younger sister Molly is sad about the separation of Poppy, and Poppy was also sad. Poppy was surprised by how much it rains in England. It rained in England 200 days a year. The weather is cold. Her friend Ruby promised her that she would call her every day. The school where Poppy is going is one of the most luxurious schools in England, but Poppy doesn't even want to go. School in the England countryside. Poppy arrived at school and didn't want to get out of the car until the school principal came and spoke to her in a nice way until she persuaded her to get out of the car. All the school girls were impressed by Poppy's clothes. The headmistress told Poppy to consider Kate her sister at school, but Poppy told her that she already had a sister and she didn't want another sister and didn't want her as a friend either because she chose her friends herself. A girl named Harriet come up and told Poppy that she was the head student at school, but Poppy told her she didn't care about nicknames. But Harriet is starting to bully Poppy and Poppy will not have a mercy on her. Her dad told her he'd come back and Poppy was mad at him. It was raining heavily and Poppy went to the room and left her clothes back downstairs because she didn't know that she had to bring it herself and found out that the room was shared between the girls and she wouldn't have a room on her own and she didn't feel comfortable finding her with so many girls. She wants a room on her own and now her bag is down and the rain ruined her expensive clothes. Also there's no phone network. The place is worse than Poppy imagined. The rule supervisor took the phone from Poppy and Poppy spoke to her in a very rude manner and the supervisor decided to punish her and all the girls were angry with Poppy. They told her to quickly put on the uniform to eat and they scolded her. No heels, but Poppy doesn't like rules. Kate was telling Poppy the school rules, but Poppy doesn't care because she didn't intend to stay here for long. The school has only one boy, and this boy is the principal's son, and Harriet the bully has a crush on him, of course. Everyone sat down to eat. The food was strange and Poppy told them that she is a vegetarian from Monday to Wednesday and the rest of the week is not. Harriet is bullying Poppy again because she's American, but Poppy told her she wouldn't have mercy on her. The first day of school is over. The next day at school, Poppy attends classes and then went to the room to listen to songs and the girls in the room were curious to know more about Poppy. And Poppy was talking in a natural way to them and telling them what they wanted to know. Kate was dyeing Darby's eyebrows, but Darby's eyebrows are ruined. Darby was so sad because she thought that with this eyebrows guys wouldn't like her, but Poppy told her that guys don't look at girls' eyebrows at all. The room supervisor came and asked everyone to turn off the light and Poppy wanted to talk to her friend on the internet and the girls told her that there was internet in the computer room only and told her that it was forbidden to go out the room after turning off the light, but Poppy didn't listen to them. Poppy went to the computer room to send a message to her friend in America and she was saying really bad things about the girls in her room. Poppy saw Darby go to the school kitchen and went into the fridge to eat ice cream. Poppy felt disgusted and seconds later Poppy heard the school fire alarm. The school does fire training in case of a real fire. Poppy ran so fast that the room supervisor wouldn't see her and she entered a room with a boy's voice and he told her a shortcut to go to the room and she came out. And the second day in sports class the girls were all training but Poppy is feeling disgusted in the mud. Harriet called her a coward but Poppy told her she would challenge her and they both hit each other. Freddie, the son of the school principal, came and said hello to Poppy and Poppy made sure it was the same sound that was in the toilet yesterday. Poppy bullied Harriet like Harriet did. Harriet started crying and ran quickly into the room, jealous of Freddie saying hello to Poppy. The school principal asked Poppy in her office and they gave her a book to read as a punishment. Poppy thinks it's a punishment, but the school principal says otherwise, of course. The principal asked Poppy about her goal in school. Poppy told her that her goal was to get out of the school, but the principal told her that the school would graduate smart, educate, confident girls and have friends forever. And Poppy has another beautiful personality and she is hiding it. Poppy went calmed down and sat alone, and suddenly dirty water fell on her. Harriet, who did it, of course. And Poppy told her she wouldn't have a mercy on her. And Poppy's clothes are so ruined. She didn't have any winter clothes on her. So Kate gave her her clothes, and they discovered that Kate had a backup phone for emergencies. Kate gives the phone to Poppy to talk to her friend and told her that her character is beautiful, but she shows the worst, and also told her that if she wants to be expelled from school, she must do horrible things. Poppy sent a message to her friend, and her friend didn't reply. Kate and the girls tell Poppy that they have a plan to help her get kicked out of school, and they will make pranks and sabotage the school and sign Poppy's name. And all the teacher complained to the school principal to fire Poppy, but the principal doesn't want to fire Poppy. Poppy and Kate vandalized the supervisor car, and she was going to see them, but they hid under the car, and Freddy saw them and didn't do anything. After all this, the school principal did not fire her, but the girls told her that if she gets close to the school principal's son, Freddy, the principal of the school, will be angry with her and will expel her, of course. Poppy and the girls are now relaxing before getting ready, and they told her there is a party on Saturday at school, but they have to buy clothes for the party to look great. Poppy was enjoying her time with the girls, and they went on a school bus, and the supervisor were feeling angry and confused because of her car speakers, and the sound was so loud. The girls took Poppy to a very strange store and told her that it was the best store here, and she told them that she would do anything she could to find elegant clothes to appear in the party, and she managed to make it them beautiful in the simplest clothes, and she was very happy. They also wanted to get their hair done, and she has her was restored to its natural color, and its look become English, and the girls were very surprised, and they went back to school, and everyone was blown away by them. Harriet changed the song to embarrass Poppy, but Poppy managed to do the opposite and dance with all temptation, but falls and tells them she wants Freddy to take her to the room. Poppy and Freddy talked a lot, and Harriet's friend were hearing everything, and they told Poppy to stay away, and decided they wouldn't tell Harriet because if she knew, she would be very angry. But Poppy wanted them to tell her to get angry and tell the principal and expel her, and this is why Poppy's plan failed. Poppy's back to the party to dance with her friends, and the next day the principal reprimanded Poppy and the girls for what they did last night, and told Poppy that she was better than all of this, and that she was supposed to give herself a chance to bring out the best in her. Today they have a match, and Poppy will play to prove to Harriet that she's not a coward, and she was feeling enjoyment while playing, and the team reached the champion, and Poppy decided that she would change the plan and play songs while playing to enjoy more, and winning was always with them, and they achieved many victories, and the school principal was proud. Poppy was emailing everything she did to her friend Ruby, and one day after she finished the email, she forgot to lock the email and ran out with Freddy. Freddy took Poppy for a car ride, and they had a great time and loved the street of England so much. They sat in front of the beach and ate French fries with ketchup, and Poppy was so impressed with Freddy. It's a real feeling and not just a plan to get kicked out of school. At the end of the day, she returned to tell her friends about everything that had happened, but she was in a state of surprise when Kate was reading a letter in which she insulted them, sent from Poppy's email to her friend, and Poppy swore to them that she had not sent this letter, but the letter had a date to prove the opposite. The girls were angry from Poppy and tell her they don't want to talk to her again. Poppy tried to justify her position, but they don't want to hear it. And someone copied the message that Poppy said she goes out with Freddy to anger the school principal and kicks her out of the school, and Poppy tries to explain her situation to Freddy, but he doesn't want to hear. Poppy was playing with the lighter and called her friend in America to help her in the situation, but her friend was sleeping with Poppy's boyfriend, and Poppy found out that her friend is a traitor. Poppy was sitting in the kitchen and was playing with the lighter, and the fire caught in the curtain, but Poppy quickly turned it off and ran to the room, and when she came back to her room and looked out the window, she saw the kitchen had a big fire, and she wanted to strike the fire alarm. Firefighters came to put out the fire. Poppy was trying to do something right. The school principal was counting the girl to find out who was absent, and it turned out that Derby was missing. Is in the fridge. Poppy ran to save Derby from death, and actually Poppy saved her and nothing dangerous happened to her. Freddy saw Poppy's lighter in the kitchen and gave it to her, and Poppy told him she didn't mean to do all this, and she put out the fire, but she heard steps coming and ran quickly into the room. The principal of the school held a meeting for all the students and told them that there is definitely someone who knows the truth of what happened. The school principal told them she would give them a day to tell her the truth. Poppy wrote a letter to Freddie apologizing to him and telling him that he was a very beautiful person and that she meant to no evil, and that she was going to the principal and told her everything that had happened. And actually Poppy went to the principal and told her about the letter. The school principal told her about the honor trail that would take place in front of the school. A vote will take place to see if she deserves to be expelled from school or not. Poppy told Kate everything, but she still's mad at her. Poppy saw her mother's picture on the old school team and she didn't know it. Poppy felt sad that she would be expelled from the school. But Freddie sits with Poppy and tells her that he forgives her, and Poppy went to the Trail of Honor and Harriet is responsible for this trail. And at the same time Poppy's friends went to the room and read her diaries and found out she said many beautiful things about them. Poppy said at the trail everything in her heart and apologized for everything and told them that at first she wanted to be expelled from school, but now she wants to stay because she has friends with whom she feels a real sense of happiness. And she told them that she had been angry for 5 years after her mother's death. She said that she made sure that her mother was here at the same school. Her heart felt ease and she loved school more. Poppy told the principal that she did not mean to do all this, and the principal asked her if there was anyone with her or not. But Poppy's words about her mother affected all the girls and everyone decided to stand up and tell the principal that they were with her. Harriet got so mad and said that Poppy should be kicked out of the school because she burned the school with her lighter, but Harriet knew how. The principal of the school asked Harriet, "How did you know?" Poppy said she put out the fire before leaving the kitchen, but she heard some footsteps and she nodded at Harriet and said it was Harriet who made that fire. Poppy said, "I am innocent." But Harriet started cursing Poppy and the principal tells Harriet to go to her office. Poppy's friends were so happy she won't be expelled from school, and the next day Poppy was playing a match in the school tournament and her father was watching her with pride and love and said that she looked very similar to her mother. Poppy and the team won the championship and started dancing, and Poppy was sure that her father did the right thing when he decided to take her to the school. Harriet got kicked out of the school and Poppy's life got better with her friends.